Okay, hello everybody. Sorry about this. I had to do a quick voiceover and repost this video because unfortunately my microphone cut out after a couple of seconds. So, we're here with Luca and we are working with her on a little bit of her leash skills outside. Okay, now when we started with her leash, we started inside in a low distraction environment. Now we're outside in a pretty high distraction environment, okay? Or it's probably more moderate. So off to the right of me, there is a road. We have dogs that pass by in the driveway. There's lots of different smells outside. So it's a little bit more challenging than last week or her last week here where we were working inside the barn, very low distraction. Now, same thing outside. We got into a new environment. So we're going to have to take a step back from where we were inside. So she's not taking treats, which is okay. We can work for attention. It doesn't have to be for food. She tends to work a little bit better for attention as opposed to food. Outside specifically. Inside she will take her food. So you just have to find what motivates your dog, right? So outside we're going to be doing the same thing, taking a step back, working short distances back and forth, okay? Only about 10 to 15 feet, nothing crazy. And then we're just going to be walking back and forth. Some of the words that we're going to be using are let's go to let her know that we're moving forward. We do have that clip on the front of her harness, and the reason for that is to help prevent some of that pulling behavior, okay? Some of the other words you're going to hear, well, you're not going to hear me say because you can't hear the audio from the actual clip, but some of the other words that I will be using are turn when we change directions and stop if she gets too far ahead. Most important thing with leash is that we are not continuing to move forward if she does go to pull ahead, okay? Okay, so we are having all sorts of technical difficulties today. I apologize. So when I am recording this, I cannot actually see what is going on. I am using a different video, so if it's a little bit off on timing, you know why. So we're working on leash now, moving forward there. You saw Luca got a little bit stuck. I put a little bit of pressure on that leash and continued moving forward. And then I'm using verbal praise and pets when she is able to release that leash pressure. So there you see she gets a little frustrated and she is biting at that leash. But I'm just putting a little bit of pressure. Now I'm not yanking on it. I'm not pulling it like crazy, anything like that. Nothing crazy. So there she's putting those brakes on again. I'm going to use some verbal encouragement, right, to get her excited to come to me. So we do have a little bit of a distraction going on off to my right as well. There we go. So as we go through this, you'll start to see she starts to respond a little bit quicker. There's that leash pressure. And right there's that response of her releasing the leash pressure and walking with me. So again, let's see this one. So there, she felt that pressure. She came back to me and sit. That's exactly what I want. I want her to feel that pressure and start to understand, okay, I'm not pulling through it. I'm going to come back. And then we continue walking. There, we're going to change directions. We're going to walk both ways. Very nice. She's doing well. And we're going to continue working on this next week. You guys have any questions at all, let us know. But she's doing a great job. We'll see you next time.